When yours comes up and it tells us it can't be built because we don't have a modular bumper, then they're going to give us 2 weeks to basically contact you and say, do you want to take that off?
No.
Right.
Gotta have a modular bumper.
Yeah. So
That's not on that list. Chris, that's not on the list.
It actually is on the list.
Well, ladies and gents, it is the day. This is the day my dad has been dreaming about for quite some time. My name's Chris. This is a Steinberg video ready to go down. My dad is in a midlife crisis, some would say. He has currently been debating which Bronco to order. Lifelong dream here for him, so I'm actually on my way to his house right now. Me trying to do a gimbal with one hand driving. This is probably not the best. Should probably adjust some things here. Here he is, the man of the hour.
What the heck?
How you feeling? Look at the hat. He's got it all ready to go. Look at, what is this shirt? He's already got a shirt made.
Squatchin Overland, babe. Might have to put this,
You gonna put the vest on too?
it's going to 82 today. I'm not gonna get to wear this for very long.
Am
I ready?
Oh, you ready?
What we doing here? We're gonna start the YouTube channel.
That's it, man.
Huh?
Just living the dream. Let's make this happen.
No kidding. Let's do it.
Love it. Best thing I can do with my dad. You can't look here. You gotta look there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at the camera now.
There you go. All right, cool. Let's do it. Ah! Isn't that's the YouTube thing right there? You gotta, transitions.
Out.
All right, so you'll have to tell us what's kind of led us to this point.
The night they released the video, Chris, I swear to God.
First time on camera, so he's, kind of struggling a little bit.
So I sat down in front of the TV waiting for 8 o'clock to hit when they were gonna launch this 2021 Bronco, and I was glued to the monitor when I finally got to see it. I think I tear came to my eyes. Seriously, I was so impressed with the video. We should show them the video or something.
All right, click to the video.
I don't know anything about four-wheeling. I just know people go out and have a lot of fun doing it. My son Chris came up with this idea, why don't you just start a YouTube channel and talk about all this stuff you're going to do to the Bronco. We'll just do it together. Build a Sasquatch, build something that makes Sasquatch look primitive. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be able to talk to an expert about ordering our Bronco, making sure that this Bronco is exactly what Daddy wants.
This guy.
Up on some B12 right now.
B12? Is that what you're living on nowadays?
Yeah.
Touch my watch.
Touch it. Bronco Day. Woohoo!
There she blows.
Oh my gosh. What's that right there?
Oh, is that it? Is that it? Oh, look at that. Oh,
Bronco Sport.
Look at that.
All right.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Why don't we go inside and do this thing?
Let's do it, man.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Are you sure? All right. Oh my God. Look at this Roush F250 right here.
We're not here looking at F-250.
I'm sorry, but it's been Roushified. That looks cool. That
Does look
Raptor
cool.
looks cool. Too bad there's no Broncos to look at.
It's all good. No big deal.
Hey. It's Chris Long.
He should be. Give me just a sec. Can I give him your name?
David Steinberg.
Steinberg.
Make-believe superstar here. Not really superstar. We're just pretending.
Goodbye.
Is that it?
Bronco Sport with the tip on top.
Look at that joker. So this is the dream, huh?
No, this is the sport. The dream is still in my head, fitting to go to paper, fixing to go to computer, and be here in June or July. That's the dream. I'm dreaming about having some of this gear on my Bronco, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We're close, man.
Yeah.
Let's go time.
Go time. How many reservations have you converted to orders off the top of your head?
Reservations 2 orders, about 190 is what I've converted.
And when you and I first talked, you told me after looking at my reservation that I was like in the maybe 30th position to get one.
Oh, let's see.
Is that right? You got that information?
Yeah, oh yeah. Like my color-coded chart. That's beautiful. Yeah, you're probably right about number 30.
You notice that I'm on page 1. And there's
You're
at least
way up
multiple pages there.
Yeah, you're way up there.
I am giddy about being 30, that's for sure.
You stayed up late.
No, brother, I ordered that thing at like 8:20. I don't even think the video had finished running yet. So going back to the 188, that's a lot of Broncos.
It is.
You guys are a big dealership, but the limitation on how many are available for 2021, is that allocation even realistic?
No. So in a normal year, it probably would be if it was a full year.
Right.
But for this year, we've been told that we're going to be allocated roughly 125. There is a formula that they use to derive that number. I think there's a little bit of misconception I've read online. Some of the dealers think that they're going to be getting a lot more, a lot less than that. And I don't think that that's actually very accurate. I think it'll be a handful more either way. Just because Ford has forecasted already the number they think they can build, which is probably 60 to 70,000.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably optimistic, given that they don't really know the mix of constraints already. They know that they're going to be short certain packages that are very popular.
Okay, we need to get into that, because I don't want that to be a limiting factor on the delivery ETA.
Right.
Because I know that there are some options perhaps that might kick you out.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
So the gamble of the dice here, and there's 2 ways to approach this, is do you spec out a Bronco necessarily that you don't want because you think something may be on constraint because of what you've heard, which is just at this point speculation, but they have communicated that to us.
Okay.
Or this build is a little different than most retail orders in that they're going to give us what's called a preview of 2 weeks. We normally have a preview all the time, not to get into much technical terms ordering cars, but we always get a preview of allocation, and we can see when things can't get built. And it'll tell us why it can't get built, or we can see what is getting built.
Right.
In this case, they're going to give us 2 weeks before that and tell us what can or can't get built. So when yours comes up and it tells us, here's David Steinberg, here's his Bronco, it can't be built because we don't have a modular bumper, then they're going to give us 2 weeks to basically contact you and say, do you want to take that off?
No.
Right.
Gotta have a modular bumper.
Yeah.
That's not on that list.
So then,
Chris, that's not on the list.
It actually is on the list. We have an updated list, and the modular bumper is on there.
Well, if a modular bumper comes standard on a Badlands,
exactly. That's your question, isn't it?
How are they going to do that?
I think because so many people have upgraded it on other models,
what
they'll probably do is try to pull Badlands and reserve them for the Badlands. So Ford will kind of know. They're closing the order on March 19th to just really get an ETA for everyone. And so what they'll probably do is say, all right, we kind of got this many Badlands in the pipeline. We got this many modular bumpers. Anybody else that has Black Diamond or Big Bend that wants a modular bumper probably won't get one. And so when that would happen, they're going to let us know, which this is, again, a part that as a dealership we don't enjoy because we've never had to do this.
Right.
With hundreds of customers, we're now going to have to, if we were to do this the right way, contact everyone again and say, your Bronco can't be built. Do you want to change it again? But I have really encouraged everyone I've spoken to build it the way they want, because I would hate for someone down the line that maybe, was going to have one built in November to think that they can't get the Sasquatch package because of what they've read, and maybe they're readily available by then, and then they don't put it on there.
Yeah. I
would rather them, let us know they can't build it, and then we have an option to change it.
I agree.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done, and I've told everyone. Some people, I can tell when I get their building price, they have already taken the liberty to take certain things off.
Mm-hmm.
Or they've built a really nice Badlands, and they put the 4-cylinder in it, which is okay. It's a great engine, but I probably wouldn't stick the 4-cylinder in the Badlands.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Me personally either.
Yeah. I mean, just my opinion.
Yeah. Especially since we like to go fast and we need to be able to climb any mountain.
And you're carrying a lot of weight, ain't you? Putting some stuff
well,
on
if it's
top.
overlanding, you're going to be adding a lot of weight.
Mhm.
Right.
And so it's got to be able to do that under load.
Right. And I think the 2.7 is going to be a very powerful engine in this platform.
Absolutely.
I mean, it already is impressive in the F-150.
Yeah.
And it's probably 50% of all engine sales in the halftime. So, do you know what you're building?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you've answered some of those questions already.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hardest choice for me has been whether or not I could live with or without sway bar disconnect on this vehicle, knowing that this particular model has it, and really nothing below it does.
Right.
And whether it would ever be available aftermarket could be ever changed. I just made up my mind based on that alone, that
Then
I
that's
need
the
to
key
be
piece.
in Badlands.
All
So
right.
how do we do it?
Where we start is always with the engine on the Bronco. It's
Yeah.
a little different than some vehicles, but we actually start with the engine. I'll kind of give you a synopsis real quick. That's a 2.3 auto 4x4 with the part-time selectable. That's not the advanced. There's a 2.7 auto advanced. That's the upgraded transmission, but two-door.
Okay.
And then just down the line, manual, auto, and then there's a bunch of options. So you always have to make sure when you're starting that you're starting with the correct engine.
It looks like it's got a check mark next to the right one.
It does. An E5D is a 4-door advanced transmission. Okay, so that's the one you want.
Yeah.
Or is it? It is 4-door, right?
Yeah. Is that the 10?
It's the 10-speed.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I call it advanced, but that is the 10-speed advanced. Have you decided which package within the Badlands you want? There's obviously a standard, mid, a high, and a Lux. So there's 4 options.
I've looked at all of them, slept through a lot of nightmares and dreams related to that question.
Mm-hmm.
And today is the day that I say hi.
Today's the high day.
Yep.
Okay. The next thing that's super important is what color you're going to choose.
Yeah. After I saw the cactus gray with the white top and the white trim and the white and green interior, that's the one that I said I had to have. However, I know that that's not an option. So I still like the cactus gray, and I think that is where we are going to wind up.
Okay.
With.
I'm happy with that because that's the color I chose on my own personal one. All right, the next is what kind of seating do you want? We have an option of vinyl and leather.
Well, it's the marine grade vinyl.
It is, all right. Okay, so that basically sits the entire platform for us there.
Mick hardtop.
Yep, so it's going to be down here.
That's the top that is more readily available
It is.
because the mold.
The painted black
painted
hard
black
top.
is going to be harder.
Correct.
Later in the year.
Right. Yeah. And I thought initially I wanted the black top, but I actually think the molded in color top is going to look better with some of the trim pieces. So
Because it'll match
it's going to
better
match, right.
like the flares and such.
Correct. And
Painted handles instead of molded in color. Is that an option?
it's only an option on certain vehicles. The Outer Banks and the Wild Track both have painted handles, but the other ones do not. One of those very small key things that are different within the trim levels.
I can live with it. I was hoping for
Yeah.
cactus gray handles.
Well, the good thing is we do have a custom shop here that could pretty much paint a balloon for you if you wanted to. And we could probably do a lot of...
Is that through Wild Willie's?
It is, yeah. So there's a lot we can
Could you
do.
introduce us to
We will, yeah.
Neil Shepard later?
Yeah, we will. We'll introduce you.
All right.
There's a lot we probably could do down the road.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's giving you options to upgrade the tires if you'd like, unless you go Sasquatch package, which is a big question. So
We're going to yank them tires off
Yeah.
and put something bigger on it. So,
Okay. So we'll probably just leave the
stock
standard.
tires, fine.
That's the standard all-terrain tire. We'll leave that on. And then the wheels,
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the 17 machine carbonized gray painted aluminum wheel.
yes.
That's the one we want.
I like that wheel. All right.
Yep.
So we're gonna go with that one.
Yep.
Switches come standard. That comes standard.
Floor liner. Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's not gonna be any available when it first comes out, so you want those. They're $160, so not an awful deal.
And that keyless entry, because I got to keep up with Mama with her Jeep so I can remote start my Bronco.
All right, you chose the top. Comes standard with rock rails.
Storage bags.
Yeah, that's a $350 option if you want an extra bag.
No, put it down there because we got to have a way to stow the doors when we go
wheeling. Yeah, and that's really the only options that you can put on there because we decided no Sasquatch. So what we do is we hit accept, and then we're going to hit preview, and that's going to give us the summary. So that would be it.
Let's make it final.
All right. So what we're going to do is...
What do you think, Chris?
I think it's a solid move. Midlife crisis coming to fruition right here.
Cactus Gray Badlands going to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
What else is required today, Chris?
There's a $10,000 non-refundable deposit required. That's standard for Akins. Cash. No, I'm joking.
I was like, Dad, you come prepared for that?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's all we do.
Done.
It's like going to the dentist.
That's right.
Only a lot less pain.
Yeah, true. Except it was exciting. He's even got on a swag shirt.
Doing good? Well, this guy coming here strong with his Bronco gear on and everything.
I mean, dude, look, he's got his custom shirt on, his hat, and his
I was envious of this when I saw it today.
I mean, dude, you look like you're going to be changing.
you this jacket. You know,
I gotta hurry. I got a race at 1 o'clock. So I
I was going to say, I mean, dude, what are you changing tires on today at Daytona?
They let me drive today. I'll still drive.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Can I drive that Raptor out there?
That's more so an answer for you than me.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God, that thing is bad. I'm gonna get you to tell me about it. But the reason that we bring that up is because I was hoping that maybe you could tell me what some of the options are for Bronco upgrades. That I'm thinking, standard Badlands is what I'm ordering.
Right.
So I want it to kind of look like that. Seeing you guys upgrading every kind of vehicle that you got running through here, what are your thoughts?
well, obviously we want to do bigger tire combo, of course. So we're thinking how to get the 37s first. That's kind of been on our mind a lot.
Yeah.
Can't really say at this point, but I know there is one company that has had a Bronco other than Ford, so which is kind of something out of the realm. So they're kind of a partner with Ford, but they're going to have something that's first to market as far as lift components. So I know that we're going to trust in them to be able to do that. So 37s are on our mind heavily. Modularity is a huge theme with the Bronco, and Ford's starting to dive into that more. So we look for different bumpers, winch combos, additional lighting. The overland scene is very popular, as you like as well. So we look to slap some tents and different components, just things that people can use during the week as an everyday driver. Then on the weekend, they can just very easily transfer over to a weekend getaway adventure type vehicle. It's not going to be as typical as other vehicles of like, as soon as it's out, there's already accessories for it in abundance from other manufacturers. But we've got a couple things up our sleeves that we've got planned for ones we get.
And so I know that Willie's is the off-road shop for Akins that does all of this stuff. I mean, I see a Wild Willie's sticker here on this Bronco Sport that's got the tent and the awning and the bike rack and the whole nine. So it sounds to me like you guys are the place to come for anything aftermarket Bronco.
Akins is such a phenomenal dealership, and Wild Willie's has a history of its own. Once that marriage came together, it's kind of like the perfect storm of a phenomenal dealership that's already got a great history with the accessory side of it, where everything can be taken care of right here with all full confidence. And you're getting the same experience you're going to get from the sales side, you're going to get on the accessory side too.
Right.
So it's phenomenal. We're really proud of what we got going on.
Is tuning
an option that you do in-house or through Willys
Sure.
as far as upgrading performance and putting some kind of tuning package in there to kind of give it a little more
Absolutely.
horsepower?
So I mean, the Akins heritage is performance.
Mhm.
So we love power. We love power upgrades. So going away from the naturally aspirated power plants to the turbocharged vehicles is really an opportunity for us to do minor things like a cold air intake, a tune, and really just liven the vehicle up. So we look for that for sure.
I think we're going to have to come back and see Neil when we get this thing, see what we can do. Get some accessories put on, maybe get her tuned up and get her lifted a little bit. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
All right.
There's
I'm
a lot
in.
we can do.
I'm in.
All right.
Yep.
Neil,
Awesome.
thank you. Chris, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Yeah,
the help. I look forward to the long-term relationship continuing.
Absolutely. It's gonna be
All
great.
right.
It's gonna be
You
great.
guys appreciate the interview.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So it's done. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be, but I'll tell you what though, if you're into kind of starting from scratch with a Bronco, learning more about how to build one from the ground up, that's what this channel is going to be about. Not to mention that once we have our Bronco in hand, we're going to be turning it into an overlanding vehicle as well, taking it off-road, making it a squatching beast, living out this midlife crisis for real. But stay tuned for more videos. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Come back and see us. Thanks for dropping by the channel.
All right, swipe or punch. Boop. One more time. Boop.